Greetings, dear friends. Today, we're diving into an incredibly sensitive and thought-provoking topic, the phenomenon of social connections. These connections are the hidden elevators that open doors to opportunities in life, and understanding how they work is essential for anyone who wants to succeed in today's world. Let's start by asking, what are social connections? They are the relationships and networks that enable mutual benefit and growth. These are not just about selfish gains. They're about creating opportunities, exchanging knowledge, and offering support. Everyone has a unique web of connections. Some people have large networks, like an intricately woven spider's web, while others have smaller, more intimate circles. The size and strength of your social web often determine the resources and opportunities available to you. In history, social connections have always been a powerful tool. Among aristocratic families, connections were formalized through marriage alliances, creating bonds between influential households. This wasn't just a matter of tradition, it was a strategic way to ensure mutual benefit and shared prosperity. This historical perspective reminds us that the concept of building networks is neither new nor limited to a single culture. It's universal. Now let's bring this discussion into the modern world. In societies transitioning to market economies, there's often a challenge of low social capital. Social capital refers to the quality of relationships within a community. How much trust and cooperation exist between individuals and institutions. In countries or regions where social capital is high, people are more willing to collaborate, which drives innovation and growth. However, in areas where trust is low, people can be hesitant to engage, fearing rejection or judgment. This hesitation creates barriers to personal and professional development. So, how do you start building and expanding your network? The key lies in understanding and applying a few essential principles. First, recognize the value of weak connections. Often, it's not your closest friends but acquaintances, those you've met only once or briefly, who can present the most surprising opportunities. Think of it like running into an old classmate at a party, someone you barely knew but always remembered as having a knack for solving problems. One day, you need a critical favor, maybe an introduction to a supplier or access to an insider tip. That classmate, they might just be the one to open that door. Weak connections are like those forgotten aces up your sleeve. They can surprise you when you least expect it. Next, invest in relationships with genuine selflessness. When you help others without expecting anything in return, you build trust and goodwill. This kind of generosity creates a strong foundation, ensuring that when the time comes, people will be eager to support you in turn. A businessman doesn't hand out favors expecting payment the next day. No, he plays the long game. You're helping a local startup with no immediate benefit to yourself. Months later, that same startup flourishes, and its CEO remembers who stood by him at the beginning. Suddenly, you're the one he wants on his side when a lucrative deal comes his way. Selflessness builds trust, and trust is currency. The more of it you have, the stronger your position in the game. Equally important is striking a balance between approachability and firmness. Being kind and relatable is essential, but maintaining strong principles earns respect. This balance is particularly vital in societies where traditional and modern values coexist, as it allows you to connect with a wide range of people while remaining true to yourself. In the world of business, or even the underworld, you can't be the guy who's too soft, nor the one who's all bark and no charm. Imagine a mob boss at a negotiation table. He's polite, he smiles, but the undertone is clear. Cross him, and there will be consequences. In a more legitimate setting, think of the CEO who greets everyone warmly but doesn't budge on his core principles. People respect a person who can be friendly but holds their ground when it matters. Another essential principle is gaining experience through effort. Overcoming the fear of rejection or failure is crucial. Whether it's making a cold call, introducing yourself at an event, or simply asking for advice, every interaction helps you grow. A young hustler who starts small, learning the ropes by trying his hand at every opportunity. Maybe he messes up a deal or fumbles through a pitch, but every mistake sharpens his skills. By the time he lands a major deal, He knows exactly what to do because he's been through the grind. Similarly, making cold calls, attending events, or even chatting up strangers at a coffee shop. These are all exercises in building confidence and expanding your reach. The more you practice, the wider your web becomes. Each attempt broadens your horizons and strengthens your ability to connect, ensuring that your network expands over time. Finally, understand the cultural dynamics of networking. Every society has its own unwritten rules, shaped by its unique values and traditions. In more formal or traditional cultures, for instance, respect for hierarchy and subtlety might play a larger role than in egalitarian settings. Take the example of a businessman walking into a high-profile meeting in Tokyo. He knows he can't operate like he does in New York. He needs to respect hierarchy, observe the rituals, and be patient. On the other hand, if he's networking in a tech hub like Silicon Valley, he'd better show up casual, ready to pitch his idea over a latte. Knowing the rules of the game in each setting is like knowing the terrain before a battle. It gives you a critical advantage. Learning how social mechanisms function in your specific environment is essential for navigating relationships effectively and ensuring your efforts resonate with others. It's important to acknowledge that networking isn't always about formalities. Books and courses often focus on business strategies like creating perfect business cards, attending events, or maintaining polished social media profiles. While these tactics are helpful, they don't guarantee success unless paired with authenticity and meaningful engagement. Networking, at its core, is about being valuable to others and understanding their needs. Now let's discuss one of the most overlooked but powerful aspects of networking. Every connection you make is an investment. Your time, energy, and willingness to help others are like seeds planted in a garden. Not every seed will grow, but those that do can yield incredible results. Whether you're a student expanding your circle by interacting with peers, professors, or professionals, or an entrepreneur looking for collaborators, the principle remains the same. Invest in people, and they will invest in you. Finally, let's address a common challenge: fear of rejection and social judgment. Many people hesitate to reach out because they're afraid of what others might think, but growth comes from stepping out of your comfort zone. Think of every interaction as a learning experience. Even if it doesn't lead to immediate success, it builds your confidence and skills for the future. As we wrap up, remember this: social connections are not just tools for personal gain. They are bridges that connect us to new possibilities, challenges, and perspectives. By nurturing these connections, we not only grow ourselves, but also contribute to the growth of others. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of social connections. If this topic resonated with you, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments and explore additional content through the links provided. Together, let's build networks that create meaningful and lasting impact. Until next time.